Welcome everybody to our newly completed warehouse. Thank you to all of you for joining me for these talks. 5 months ago I met my autistic friend. Immediately I became interested in trying to understand what I now know to be a very common condition. A condition whereby not all our brains are wired the same. A condition called neurodiversity. Then I found myself trying to explain this to my neurotypical friends. I had a lot to learn. In the end, I built a warehouse to store the 10 crates of information I had accumulated over time. Briefly, looking back, these were my findings. The sensory ninja. All about sensory overload. The daily challenge of bright lights, noises, smells, and other distractions. Communication, complex processing, avoiding sarcasm, and accepting AAC learning tools. Routine, the need for planning and predictability, avoiding sudden changes. The touch zone, physical boundaries, and appropriate greeting practices. Social burnout, taking breaks and not taking withdrawal personally. Stimming, the need to regulate the body and mind in order to cope with reality. Talk straight, be direct with communication and avoid metaphors that tend to confuse the message. Sensory-friendly spaces, classrooms and workplaces that address hypersensitivity and hyposensitivity. Executive functioning, a cognitive process used for planning, remembering, changing tasks and other daily activities. Now, let's open our very last crate, number 10. Be kind. I would like to believe, as sentient human beings, that we're all wired for kindness. Now, listen to this story. The other day, my friend's autistic wife had done her shopping. She went to the teller and placed her basket on the counter at the till. After a few seconds, the teller banged her hands on the counter and reprimanded my friend's wife for not unpacking the basket, implying it wasn't her job to do so. My friend's wife was so taken aback, she just froze and panicked. What awful crime was she guilty of? She wanted to run, then she burst into tears. Now here's the thing, not everyone with autism displays outwardly obvious signs that they're autistic. Also, not every retail worker understands what autism is. The truth is, autism or no autism, the teller could have simply said, "Good morning, lady," with a smile, of course. "Please, could I ask you to help me by unpacking your basket so that I can ring up the items for you?" As easy as that. Which made me think, wouldn't it be great if retailers embarked on an educational program for their staff? Who knows, 1 hour a month, a simple introduction and reminder of a condition that 78 million people on planet Earth endure on a daily basis. When staff members are aware of the challenges some customers face, they can exercise patience and assistance and be kind. Imagine if retailers could display a sign that assured consumers that this store is taking the time to educate their staff for a better shopping experience in their community. People in general, if they supported the cause, could display their support by wearing the AAA Assisting Autism Awareness Pin. The pin allows others to recognize their support. stickers in the store and lapel pins on staff says, "We're aware of your needs, we can help you." The opportunity for public relations for any store owner could be visible to the public and the community in general. Coffee shops, bakeries, bookstores, restaurants. A community aware of the challenge of being a neurodiverse citizen. The challenge is how to implement limited training for participating stores. You know, unpacking all 10 of these crates over the past few months with you has helped me, a neurotypical, and many others like me, to understand the needs of autistic people. In closing, I share with you these 3 thoughts. There is no right way to think. There is no single standard or normal brain. Just as biodiversity is necessary for the planet, neurodiversity is essential for human innovation and culture. The social model of disability. This perspective argues that challenges arise not from the individual themselves, but because the world is designed exclusively for a neurotypical majority. Strength-based perspectives. Instead of focusing entirely on what the brain cannot do, this paradigm celebrates out-of-the-box thinking, hyper-focus, deep empathy, pattern recognition, and heightened creativity. So, by being patient, being kind, being human, will go a long way in helping neurodiverse people feel included in their community. From me, George, I thank the neurodiverse community for teaching me about the other way that brains function. Goodbye for now.